Last week, I talked about my adventures with drive-thrus, specifically a couple of my stories from college. And this week, I want to talk about what happened after. My freshman year of college was really rough, to say the least. As you know, I broke out of my drive-thru shell and I was forced back into it, really deep. I let my anxiety take over my entire life. I let how others might respond to my stutter, and in some cases did respond, affect how I saw myself. And this was without a doubt the lowest point of my life. And all that changed in an instant. One day in October, I learned about an individual who was around my age, and they decided that they couldn't continue living with their stutter, and they decided to commit suicide. As sad as this was my wake-up call. And I heard this news, all that I could think about was the community that surrounded me growing up and all that they had done to make me feel like I mattered. And I didn't want to let them down. So that made me want to get some kind of permanent reminder to let myself know that I'm okay and to allow myself to continue to speak up. So I decided to get a tattoo. When I was in high school, I had a wristband from the National Stuttering Association that had the words "Be Heard" on it. These words provided me with inspiration and comfort, and they led to my composition of a song those two words as the title. There was a ton of thought and care that went into the planning of this tattoo. Obviously, the words had a ton of meaning and still do today. I decided to get it on the left side of my body because the left side of the brain controls speech. I decided to get it on the inside of my arm for a couple reasons. One, it's right next to my heart. Two, because just like my stutter, no matter how much I try to hide it, it's always there. It's always a part of who I am. I decided to go with a stencil font to symbolize a broken up word, so and I speak. Tattoos have been a topic of debate in the Jewish community for a long time. There are specific passages in the Torah that say that you shouldn't mark yourself. There's the old wives' tale that says that if you have a tattoo, then you can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery. Personally, it's not up to me to tell you that tattoos are good or bad, or that you can or can't be Jewish if you have them. All that I know is that for me, my tattoo helped me be more in touch with myself and be a better Jewish person because I was more present with who I was, my truest self. thank you all for tuning in this week. You will be back with more of the fun and the silly side of things next week. Episodes 1 and 2 of Share Your Stutter Sundays are up on my Facebook as well as my YouTube pages. If you're just tuning in, I would go watch those first. And know that if you stutter, you're not alone. You have a voice. You will get through this. Again, even if you don't stutter, know that I'm here for you. Know that there are people who love you, and I cannot wait to see you all again soon.